Hello everybody, welcome to the Codes. So in this video, we'll be learning about the fundamentals of the Camunda and its component. So Camunda is a universal process orchestrator tool which helps us to automate process like the business flows, onboarding, microservice orchestration, and many more. It supports BPM and standards which helps collaboration between IT and the business team. Basically, we design and collaborate on models, then we start technical implementation of or writing the business logics, then we automate and run the process. Now, Camunda process flows follows the model that we have created using its modeler. As we are focused on Camunda 8, it has three major components, which is Zeeb, Operate, Task List. And there is one more component, which is Optimize, that we will be studying in another series. Now, jumping to the Camunda architecture. Here you can see lots of components are there related to the Camunda 8 platform. But let's go one by one over all the components. So here you can see the Camunda desktop modeler. So what it does basically, any business person, if they have to provide implementation or they have to define some business process diagrams, so this modeler can be used to design the business process. And this modeler also provides deploying that process over the Camunda platform. While moving to the Zeep client, so every Zeep broker can be connected to a Zeep client, and Zeep client provides an interface to the Zeep cluster and the technical implementation of those workers. And this Zeep client connect with the Zeep gateway via the gRPC protocol. Moving to the Kubernetes component of the whole Camunda platform. Here we can see we have Zeep brokers and the Zeep gateway. And Zeep interacts and stores all kind of data like the event logs and any kind of transaction or interaction data that needs to be used by below these three web apps are being stored using the exporter to the Elasticsearch. And same Elasticsearch data will be read by task list, operate, and optimize to do their functionalities. On top of these three web apps, we have one authentication mechanism, which is also comes into the Camunda 8 platform, that is the identity app, which provides authentication over these three apps. So moving to the Camunda architecture, we have two types of solution. One is the Camunda cloud solution, the ready bundle solution from the Camunda itself. Another is the Camunda self-managed solution, where we can provide our own custom configuration to set up the Camunda platform. Next, this is a sample BPM and diagram. How a BPM diagram looks like and how it works, we'll see. So every BPM and diagram have a start event and can have more than one end events. So if you see, we have one script task here, we have one manual task here, and some decisions based on the data which is being provided in the previous jobs. So sequence moves like this. If the data is being approved, it goes this sequence, otherwise the no one. So these decisions and the sequence is being taken care by the Camunda Zeeb engine itself. Now, let's have a quick look on the Camunda 8 and the Camunda 7. In the left hand side, you can see the Camunda 8 architecture, while in the right hand side, we have the Camunda 7 architecture. The major difference in Camunda 7 and Camunda 8 is the workflow engine. It's Zeeb in the Camunda 8, while it's Camunda engine in the Camunda 7. Camunda 8 is a cloud-ready solution, while Camunda 7 is more as an embedded solution. Camunda 8 works on Zeeb worker pattern, while Camunda 7 have Java delegate and the external task pattern majorly. Zeeb exports all event logs and transaction data over Elastic database, while Camunda engine in Camunda 7 uses relational database. One difference is also there within the dashboard, that is Camunda 8 has operate while Camunda 7 has cockpit. Okay, now jumping to the core components, we have Zeeb here, the brain of the Camunda platform. So Zeeb is the brain behind all the workflows and decision and the rules. Zeeb orchestrates the job across the services, workers to execute the complete workflow. Here in the diagram, you can see we have a client interacting with the Zeeb cluster via the gRPC protocol. So we have various such type of clients like the Java client, we have Go client, and many more coming in the future releases of the Camunda. And that's a very simple publisher-subscriber model over the gRPC protocol, where any event comes from the Camunda engine, goes to the client or the job workers. Our next tool is the Operate dashboard. We have learned in the previous slide that the Zeeb exports some data to the Elasticsearch, and the same data is being used by the Operate dashboard. Operate dashboard provides us some insights over our business process states and the few more details about the process. So we can see like how many processes are running right now on the Zeeb cluster and how many of them are completed, and is there any incident being raised in any of the process. So these kind of data we can see on the Camunda Operate dashboard. This dashboard also provides some sort of functionalities like retrying of the job, updating the variables, and resolving the incident, and few more. Here in the diagram, you can see how the Operate dashboard looks like. Now, jumping to the task list. To understand task list, we have to jump to the same architecture diagram. As we understood in the previous slide that Zeeb sends data to the Elasticsearch via Elasticsearch exporter, so that data also consists of some events and interaction which required some manual intervention, and there comes the task list which help us to interact with those tasks. So task list will provide an interface where some user can feed their input and continue the process. So this was all about the fundamentals of Camunda. So stay tuned. See you in the next video.